Thank you for visiting iForbes Sports. Heto na ang latest PBA Philippine Cup games results, next game's schedule, updated PBA team standings, and the latest news and updates around the league as of today, April 15.
PBA latest games results. In the first game, the Phoenix Fuelmasters finally breaks into the winning column as they defeated the MERALCO Bolts with the final score of 109-97. Richie Rivero was named best player of the game, scoring with a PBA career high of 20 points, with 14 of those came in the first quarter, where Phoenix dominated and led by 18 points after the first period and never looked back. Rivero also added 5 rebounds and 2 assists. Here are the full game scores. Phoenix Fuelmasters, 109. Former Blue Eagle Tyler Teo led all scorers with 22 points along with 6 assists. Bigman Jason Perkins finally making his PBA All-Filipino Cup debut after sitting out the first 2 games of the conference, as he added 19 points along with 5 rebounds. Kai Balangay, 11 points, and Ken Tuffin, 9 points. MERALCO Bolts, 97. Chris Newsom led the Bolts once again in scoring with 18 points. Bong Quinto had a solid game, adding 17 points. Raymar Jose had a double-double game of 12 points, along with a career-high 17 rebounds. Aaron Black, 12 points. Rookie CJ Cancino, 11 points. And rock and roll Raymond Almazan finished the game with 10 points. The MERALCO Bolts now lost back-to-back games after starting the conference with 2 wins. And in the main game, the up-and-coming rising independent powerhouse team, the CONVERGE Fiber X, just demolished the BLACKWATER bossing, with the final score of 111-80. Former De La Salle University standout Shawnee Winston was named best player of the game, finishing with 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. The CONVERGE Fiber X used a strong second and third quarter to pull away with a convincing victory after starting slow, and was down by 3 points at the end of the first quarter. Here are the full game scores. CONVERGE Fiber X, 111. Big man Justin Arana top scored for CONVERGE with 19 points, along with 11 rebounds. Top PBA overall pick rookie Justin Baltazar also posted a double-double game of 16 points and 10 rebounds. Ray Suerte 11 points, Brian Santos 10 points, MJ Garcia 9 points, and JL De Los Santos 7 points. BLACKWATER bossing 80. RKE Legan led the team in scoring with 19 points. Richard Escoto 11 points. Justin Chua and JD Tungcab both scored 9 points each. Prince Caprell 7 points. James Kwekatai 6 points. And prolific scorer and PBA's second overall pick, rookie Cedric Bearfield, was limited to just 5 points. This is the second straight ugly loss by BLACKWATER, as they lost with an average margin of almost 26 points in their first 2 games of the PBA All-Filipino Conference.
Tara tropa! Samahan mo ako at silipin naman natin ang updated PBA Philippine Cup All-Filipino Conference PBA team standings as of today, April 15.
Updated PBA Philippine Cup team standings as of today, April 15th. Sister teams San Miguel BEERMEN and the Magnolia TIMPLADOS HOTSHOTS remains at the top of the PBA team standings, as they share the number 1 and number 2 spots with 2 wins and no defeat. At number 3, our last conference elimination round best team, the NORTHPORT BATANG PIER, with 1 win and no loss. At the 4th spot are Robert Bollock and the rest of the NLEX Road Warriors, with 1 win and 1 loss standing. Sharing the 5th and 6th places are the PBA Philippine Cup defending champions MERALCO Bolts and a rising powerhouse CONVERGE Fiber X, with an identical record of 2 wins and 2 losses. Also tied at number 7 and number 8 are the TERRAFIRMA Jeep and the Phoenix Fuelmasters, with the same record of 1 victory against 2 defeats. At the 9th spot are Coach Yang Giao and the rest of the young and talented Rain or Shine ELASTO painters with 0-1 record. At number 10 are the BLACKWATER bossing, with an awful start to the conference without a victory in their first 2 games, which they got blown out by their opponents. Meanwhile, the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings and the Grand Slam Seeking Talk and Text Tropangiga are the only 2 teams who have yet to see action this conference, as they both get much-deserved rest after making it into the finals last conference. The top 8 teams after the elimination round games will advance into the quarterfinals. where the top 4 teams will have a twice-to-beat advantage against the number 5 to number 8 teams. Both the semifinals and the PBA Philippine Cup finals will be a best-of-7 affair.
Heto naman tropa ang 2025 PBA Philippine Cup All-Filipino Conference next games schedule for the whole month of April 2025.
PBA schedule of games for tomorrow, Wednesday, April 16th. The PBA Philippine Cup games will be back again tomorrow at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. For the first game, the NORTHPORT BATANG PIER will try to win their second game of the conference, as they play versus the Rain or Shine ELASTO Painters, who are avoiding back-to-back loses. These two teams went to the semifinals last conference, and we'll see if they can do the same or surpass their semifinal finish in an all-Filipino conference. Tip-off for the NORTHPORT BATANG PIER versus Rain or Shine ELASTO Painters will be at 5 in the afternoon tomorrow. And for the main game, 2 undefeated teams collides, as sister teams San Miguel BEERMEN and the Magnolia TIMPLADOS HOTSHOTS will try to be the team to take over the number 1 spot in the PBA Philippine Cup team standings, as they play against each other in the second game in a battle for 3 consecutive wins. These sister teams are on redemption mode after a forgettable Commissioner's Cup conference. Tip-off for the San Miguel BEERMEN and the Magnolia TIMPLADOS HOTSHOTS game will be at 7:30 in the evening tomorrow. There will be no PBA games after tomorrow's schedule, as the PBA will take a break on and between April 17th to April 22nd, as the PBA observes the Holy Week Lenten season. The PBA Elimination Round games will continue on April 23rd, Wednesday, still at the Smart Araneta Coliseum, where the Talk and Text Tropang 5G will be making their conference debut in their quest for a Grand Slam title. TNT new brand name will be Talk and Text Tropang 5G, and will be playing their first game versus the NLEX Road Warriors at 5 in the afternoon. And for the main game, the last conference runners-up, the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings will likewise be making their conference debut versus an easy-to-beat opponent, the TERRAFIRMA DYIP at 7:30 in the evening. PBA game schedule on April 25th, 2025, Friday. The BLACKWATER Bossing will play versus the NORTHPORT BATANG PIER in the first game at 5 in the afternoon, and in the main game, the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings will play versus the San Miguel BEERMEN at 7:30 in the evening. The PBA game venue for April 25th will be at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. PBA game schedule on April 26, 2025, Saturday. The PBA will be on the road in Mindanao, as the Magnolia TIMPLADOS HOTSHOTS will be playing versus the Phoenix Fuel Masters at 7:30 in the evening. PBA game venue will be in Zamboanga City Coliseum. And on April 27, 2025, Sunday, the PBA will be at the Inyares Center in Antipolo City, as the Rain or Shine ELASTO Painters will play versus the MERALCO Bolts in the first game at 5 in the afternoon, followed by a game between the Talk and Text Tropang 5G versus the CONVERGE Fiber X at 7:30 in the evening. Sino sa tingin mo, tropa, mananalo bukas? Please subscribe ka naman, tropa, sa aming YouTube channel, and leave us a like and message ka, tropa, sa comment section kung sino sa tingin mo mananalo bukas, and to show your support for your favorite teams. Thank you all so much, mga tropa!